Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you didn't already know, act like you know because it's that as well. So let's hop right into this video. So today we are reacting to Sophie Turner, aka Arya's sister in Game of Thrones, moves on with billionaire boyfriend, and Joe Jonas can't handle it. He's jealous. So before we hop in, you already know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's just hop right into it.
Sophie Turner talked a little bit about her relationship with Peregrine Pearson. She says, I mean, it's strange when you get married so young. It's like you never really learn how to date, so it's all very new to me.
There was something that Sophie Turner very much disliked about being married to a Jonas brother.
Sophie Turner allegedly has receipts against Joe Jonas.
Doesn't look like things
They have a baby?
for Joe Jonas.
Oh my god, where have I been?
It looks like Joe Jonas can't seem to hold down a girlfriend without getting her pregnant, while his ex-wife, Sophie Turner, has moved on and leveled up with her new rich man.
Billionaire boyfriend.
Let's get into it.
Big billionaire boyfriend. Oh!
Sophie Turner is living her best life post Joe Jonas, while he's out here getting backlash for his days partying with Diddy. She's happily moved on, and she's dating a British aristocrat. In fact, an estate developer, if I might add. We were also working...
I'm so sorry. Salon pause. Did I just hear that Joe Jonas was partying with P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Love? Oh. Wow. Okay, that was a shocker to me. Did you guys know that?
Worried about this split, and it seems like Sophie is moving on happily with this guy named Perry. Since getting with Perry, they've been traveling the globe together. To give you guys some context, in September 2023, Joe filed for divorce from Sophie about 4 years into their marriage. Now, the exes reached a temporary custody agreement in October 2023 over their two daughters, and then since then, she started dating again. Now, this is where Perry comes into the picture. Sophie was first linked to Perry, who's a British aristocrat and an estate developer, in late October 2023.
Yeah,
the two soon were spotted kissing in Paris while in town for the 2023 Rugby World Cup. Which is so posh of them, but it wasn't until this year that Sophie shared a photo with Perry. They were on a winter getaway to an undisclosed mountain town. These sources said they had an immediate spark when they first started dating, and it looks like she's getting fairly serious with Perry. Before I get ahead of myself, I want to give you guys a quick timeline. In November 2023, a couple months after Joe filed for divorce, a source told Us Weekly that Sophie was open to the idea of dating again, saying that she isn't fully committed to anybody at the moment, but she's definitely putting herself out there. Now, this is only 1 month after meeting Perry, so I'm not surprised that she's not claiming him or alluding to the fact that she met someone because they just filed for divorce, so it's really soon. In December 2023, it looks like Sophie and Perry continued to fuel relationship rumors when they were photographed packing on the PDA during a stroll in London. An insider told Us that it seems like the couple were spending a lot of time together, though they wanted to reiterate that Sophie was dating a few different people. She didn't just jump into this yet, but I don't really buy it. In January, she made it Instagram official by posting a photo of them together. According to the source, Sophie never expected to find someone she cares about this quickly, but she couldn't help but fall for Perry. Of course, the physical attraction is there, but Perry treats Sophie with nothing but respect and makes her laugh, which is so important to her. Which, looking at Joe Jonas, I don't know why, but I don't think he can make me laugh either. There's nothing really funny about the Jonas Brothers. Their shtick was always being like, cute.
You can't just fry all the Jonas Brothers. I felt like, oh my god, as a kid, I loved Joe Jonas. Nobody could tell me nothing. Nothing. All I saw was Joe Jonas. But as I get older, I move more towards Kevin and his other brother. I'm like, they're the more chiller ones.
And pure, not really being funny. It looks like they do have a lot of mutual friends, which makes me question if Joe knows who Perry is. The couple made their red carpet debut in February 2024, so kind of moving quickly, but it seems like Sophie is very sure of this relationship.
So Sophie Turner talked a little bit about her relationship with Peregrine Pearson in her interview with Vogue. She says, I am having fun dating. It's very fun. She says, I mean, it's strange when you get married so young. It's like you never really learn how to date, so it's all very new to me. Still, she's got a good sense of what she now needs to form healthy relationships, romantic or otherwise. She says, the number one most important thing in a relationship is communication. I started doing this thing with friends called Safe Space Saturday. We can tell each other anything that's on our minds and sort it out with really healthy communication because I never want to be left in the dark in a relationship. This is another photo of Sophie and Pearson. These were taken back in December. I mean, she seems happy, so I am wishing her all the best. I hope that both Sophie and Joe can move forward.
Yeah.
It looks like they are moving forward. Less than a month ago, it looks like they came to a settlement.
Oh.
So the divorce is
Okay.
finalized. It looks like their marriage was reportedly irretrievably broken, and it looks like the final terms of their settlement are kept confidential. Which is annoying. I want to see what they wrote. Now, it wasn't easy to reach this settlement point. I mean, Sophie actually sued Joe, claiming he had wrongfully retained their children. Kind of like kidnapped them from her, but I mean, he's the father, so he can't really do that. This was actually Joe's attempt to retain his kids and keep them in his life, because he was fearful that Sophie was going to get custody and he wouldn't see them anymore. Granted, this is not the right way to do this. I believe he actually took their passports so that they weren't able to go back to the UK.
No
As
way.
You guys heard earlier, Sophie got married very young, so I advocate against that. If you have, then good for you, and hopefully it works out. But you need to figure out who you are before you go and get married. And since getting out of this relationship, she's had a lot of time to reflect on what the past 4 years were like.
There was something that Sophie Turner very much disliked about being married to a Jonas brother. Sophie spoke very candidly about the end of her relationship with Joe Jonas. She also spoke about something that she really did not like while she was married to Joe Jonas. Whenever the media or people or whoever for that matter was referring to the three of these women, they were always referred to as the wives. And Sophie really did not like that. In the Vogue interview, she said there was a lot of attention on the three brothers and the wives. And then she went on to say, well, we were always called the wives, and I hated that. It was kind of this +1 feeling. Then
Also, I can see why as well, because it's like, where's her identity in all of that? The wives.
And Sophie clarified one thing after saying that. She said she does not blame Joe for this narrative. I'm guessing that is just what all of the media outlets decided to refer to these three talented women as.
I don't doubt that Sophie put up one hell of a fight in this divorce, which is why headlines say that she is celebrating now that things are over, and she's got a very rich boyfriend, so it's not a money problem for her. Reports write that Joe went into this divorce with a lot of swagger. He was very loud about how he's going to come out on top, but word is things have gone the other way, and Sophie has gotten everything she thought was fair and more. As you guys know, the pair were locked in a contentious custody battle over their daughters, with Sophie alleging last year that Joe withheld the kids' passports to keep them from traveling to the UK.
That's insane.
Insider shares that she didn't roll over to any of his bullying, and now she plans on celebrating this win. And it seems like Joe is so bitter. There was a blind item from November 2023 that reads that the literary A-list singer is constantly going after his ex in the tabloids. His publicist must be making a fortune. And that's when Sophie was thrown under the bus and people were trying to say she's a bad mom. Really, Joe's attempt to try to gain custody. Now, there's a recent interview that Sophie did, and this article writes, a year after filing for divorce from Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner is getting candid about the struggle of being a single mother. In an interview, she opens up about her split from Joe Jonas. She's actually doing this interview to promote a movie that she's in, claiming that if she didn't have the opportunity to be a mother, she wouldn't really understand this character the same way, saying it's such a struggle being a single mother. Sophie also opened up about filming the movie while going through a tough divorce from Joe and how it changed her, stating from utter desperation comes so much will and ambition. The series came around a time in my life where I had to be ambitious and I had to stay strong and fight against the forces. She gave me a lot of strength, speaking about this character. She also weighed on the mom shaming she received after being seen in social settings, saying mothers are judged for anything they do outside of motherhood. She commented about being labeled a party girl, saying there's so much shame that comes with it. You go to work, you're shamed. If you don't go to work, you're shamed. So either way, it's a lose-lose, which sucks. She called that time period the worst days of her life. She struggled with loneliness while filming the series and being apart from her daughters, saying a crew member ended up staying with her because she didn't want to be alone, saying that the crew was very supportive, which that actually, I mean, thank God for them. Sometimes if you have a good team around you as a celebrity, I feel like you are set up for success. You need that support system. It kind of reminds me of what Chappell Roan's going through right now. Like I feel like her team is kind of fighting against her, pushing her too hard, and she's clearly breaking.
Sophie Turner allegedly has receipts against Joe Jonas. Radar Online reported that Sophie is using a letter written by Joe Jonas as evidence in their divorce battle. In this 300-word letter, allegedly, Joe Jonas is gushing about a house that he plans to have as his forever home with his family in England. And according to said letter, the happy couple plan to live in a forever home in England where they signed a contract and put down a 10% deposit for a $9.1 million spread in Wallingford, Oxford. Radar Online obtained this letter via court documents. Sophie is using this letter to get the divorce petition filed in Florida dismissed. Sophie's attorney says that the fact also established that neither father nor mother resided in Florida for 6 months prior to the date of filing the petition.
Here's an update on Joe Jonas. It looks like he is now single after dating Stormy Bree. Stormy Bree is the ex of Lucky Blues. And essentially,
it's a small world.
Had a baby with him when he was really young, Lucky, and they named their daughter Gravity, which I don't like the name. I've said that plenty of times. We don't need to get into it.
Okay,
Either way, it looks like they have now split up. They started dating a couple months after he had split up from Sophie.
No way.
Granted, they broke up in June, I believe, of this year. Now, we've seen these two out and about, and they've definitely not been shy when it comes to their relationship. I mean, Joe was pretty much ready to move on, and Stormy was ready for him.
Doesn't look like things are looking good for Joe Jonas, because not only has he recently gotten a divorce and had an ugly custody battle with his ex Sophie Turner, but now it's looking like he postponed his tour and the Jonas Brothers for no reason. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a few months ago, the Jonas Brothers took to TikTok to say that they were postponing some of the dates of their Jonas Brothers tour because they had some very big projects coming up. Now, they didn't say much more than that, but the rumors were that Joe was going to play Jamie in the last 5 years. But recently, Dumois, the gossip website, was asked about Joe Jonas and the Broadway rumors, and it was said, I'm not sure about Nick, but just heard last week that Joe's rumor is not happening. You know that girl that was spotted with, Stormy Bree? Well, apparently she broke up with him as well, and it's like, hit the bricks, we're done.
So I don't know what Joe is going through. Maybe he's reaching his breaking point.
Maybe.
There's a blind item I want to bring up to you guys. I'm bringing up all the information I have on this topic,
Spill the
so you guys are getting it all. This is a blind item from June 2024. It reads that Joe essentially dumped the girlfriend, Stormy, as soon as she said she might be pregnant. He just wants casual sex, which is why he started hooking up with her in the first place. Essentially, Stormy Bree hit him with the, I might be pregnant, and he was like, oh, hell no, because probably like Sophie, he wants to go and date for the first time in his life. This article reads that Joe has actually moved on from Stormy already, and it looks like he's moved on with an actress named Layla. Now, the pair aren't for sure dating. They've seemed pretty close in pictures, hugging and laughing by the water, but they're not actually making out. It's possible they're just friends, but you know how these celebrities operate.
I'm so sorry. I'm done with the video right there. But I'm so sorry. It's just laughable to see him jump from woman to woman to woman, because it just, in anybody, it doesn't matter what sex, whatever, whoever you are, when you're jumping from person to person to person, you are obviously not dealing with what you've experienced, and you're not doing the work to become better or improve yourself. And maybe that's not what you're looking for in those moments, because again, you're hurt. It's just going to take even more work to get past those experiences and accept them for what they were and what you got out of them. So it's just gonna be very sad for him. But you know, that is crazy. I didn't even know that they were together for a very long time, so this was news to me. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this video down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.